This 5-minute interview was with Andrew Roberts of DP Monitor, a new way to cost effectively reduce data privacy risks, which should be of interest to digital marketers and data privacy officers. So, Andrew, you've explained to me that DP Monitor is a way to monitor data privacy compliance with a minimal resource burden on the client. So, can you explain what's DP Monitor all about and why are people using it? What's the problem that they're trying to solve?
Well, over the past 3 years, we've seen an increasing effort that organisations have put in to become compliant with various data protection regulations. Organisations have put in place or updated privacy policies, looked at and rationalised the data that they hold. Some have carried out data or privacy audits, and there's been quite a bit of investment in technologies to audit compliance, tracking consent as an example. But we are finding that many, especially the large distributed organisations, really struggle to coordinate the different databases and the different inputs and outputs to those databases. Those with the large volume of outbound communications, especially marketing communications, can carry quite heavy risk if the orchestration and control of the communications breaks at any point.
Andrew, perhaps I can ask you there just to explain a little bit more about what you mean by orchestration and control of risk. What exactly do you mean there?
So many organisations have multiple teams that create content, newsletters, outbound prospecting, product updates and launches, for example. And different effort can go into different elements in creating and distributing this content, so at the corporate, regional and country levels. At the end point or destination of all of this effort is an individual. And because of the various authors, schedules and aims, from the perspectives of the endpoint, messages can clash. That means that they can have a reduced impact or can fail data privacy compliance requirements. Examples that we've seen include different messages being received from regional and corporate sources within 20 minutes of each other. And, you might only get 2 or 3 messages a month, but if they come within 20 minutes, that's not a good impression. We've also seen campaigns landing in Germany without a double opt-in, overuse of stock images that dilute the messaging, that sort of thing.
Okay, I get it. So does DP Monitor fix this? What does it do?
We insert seed, or what we call tracker records, into the client's databases. These tracker records aren't real people, so there are no data privacy issues, but they appear real to the client or anyone using the data. When the client executes the outbound activity, and we focus on email communications, we can do telephone interaction as well, but our main focus is email, then we receive those emails just as any other contact would. We can then monitor the user experience based on the communication activity and check that for data privacy compliance, so legal consent notices, access to privacy policies, the ability to opt out. It's all automated, so we can scale to large volumes in multiple languages and countries. We also interact with the emails that the trackers receive, and we can opt out of communications with some, submit access requests from others, ask for details to be changed or data erased. We then collate the findings that result from the interactions, from the emails that we received, and we report along with any recommendations on how to improve compliance back to the client.
So Andrew, is this just for sales and marketing functions? It kind of sounds like it.
Sales and marketing is where there is most interest and probably most exposure because of the large databases they have and the volume of communication activity. This can be a trigger for compliance issues. We also alert for data breaches, and this can be highly relevant to other types of databases like billing or HR. We monitor the dark web as a part of the service that we provide to see if the tracker records appear there. And that would be a very definite breach indicator if they do. If we receive communications that could indicate a breach or see the details of the tracker on the dark web, then we immediately alert the client.
And what about inbound activity, Andrew? Is that covered?
Yes, we take actions just like any other user might. We could click on links in the emails that the trackers receive, register via web forms for newsletters, webinars, events, that kind of thing. Or, something I mentioned earlier, exercise the right to access, erase, object or to rectify data. We can also place inbound calls or set up systems so that we get outbound calls to our staff so that we can assess the data subject experience over the phone, an area where many organisations are exposed. We record the user experience and the effectiveness of the client's agents in processing any requests that we submit.
So it sounds like DP Monitor is an outsourced compliance monitoring regime where the client can focus on their business and DP Monitor provides a way to do exactly that, monitor compliance.
Yes, exactly right. Our clients usually have a lot of elements to their compliance regimes, and we find that DP Monitor gives them a steer on how to improve and confidence in the way that they're processing personal data. It also documents the client's commitment to data privacy. Another key point is that because we test actual operational activity, we effectively test process as well as content, a spin-off that our clients have found very useful. Our programs can scale in different ways, from single to multiple countries and databases, different industries, different contact personas, all of which allows us to create programs that match clients' budget.